It is Father's Day, and look at that. So, this is Sammy, that's Zephan, that's Kai, this is Esteban. And I also got another painting from them, but I do not have it with me, so I can show it to you on my phone. So, that's supposed to be me. Sammy, Esteban, Kai, Zephan, and that's Wilbur. All right, so what we want to talk about now on Father's Day, June 21st, on our call, it's been going for 12 hours. So we have a Sunday call, and that's where the work gets done, guys. Like, it's amazing. But I want to talk about something right now about fathers who didn't get to see their kids on Father's Day. And I've been one of those fathers. I can still be one of those fathers. That stuff happens. I understand it. But I want to talk about a little bit of a different perspective that has a different perspective. It's just going to have a different take on things, because on days like this, these are the days where you need to know what to do best. This are the days where you really need to know what it means to step into fatherhood and be a dad. So on the 12th hour of this call, that's what we're going to talk about with you guys. Okay. You know what this Father's Day could have been called? It could have been called the cheat day, because I ate a lot of food. Lately, I've been really cleaning up my diet in some awesome ways that I really dig. Hold on one second. And that diet has mainly been eating a lot of vegetables. But today, man, we went off, man. We ate some Vietnamese food. I ate some brisket. And then I ate part of, but not all of, a burger that my son had. I'm full. So we enter into this world of, men's rights, father's rights, the red pill, a lot of pain. And we hear this thing, man. And this is what's so crazy. There is no doubt that men have been denied some of the spotlight, or masculinity's been shunned, or all these things that are happening in our culture. And I've known that for years. I mean, I've been coaching for almost 15 years now, and I've seen it. We see it over and over again, and I've heard the arguments, and I've seen how they play out, and I see how men work at them. It's interesting because some of my jujitsu mates were talking about how amazing the red pill is, and I was just like, dude, you guys are... But I get it. I'm glad that I was 20-something at one point too and argued everything in the world. But the problem with a lot of these arguments is they've already lived, they've had their legs, they've grown, they've run their mile, and they've failed, and they come in medium to last place and can cause some damage in some certain ways. And so when we get into the whole father topic, what do we do when we are in a bad position? And let's talk about this stuff. Look, you have a right to be angry if the mother of your kids won't let you see your kid on Father's Day. You have a right to be angry if she's using the COVID-19 excuse to not let you see your kids, which, by the way, at least in Texas, that's not honored. And you guys should know that the day that we kind of put restrictions in Texas and it became a big deal in March, the Texas Supreme Court said that won't matter, and that, the visitation has to be honored. And that's amazing. That's an amazing win for men, right? We get that false child abuse claims happen. I mean, that's happened to me. There's tons of just stories about that. We get that divorce can be unfair for men. And there's a ton of solutions that we put out in our group for that. There's so many of these different things. So that being said, one thing that I want to get into here is that what we need to do as men is we need to take a step back. We need to do what we do best. And that is to gain strength, to strategize, to do our best, to lead. And in order to do that, we can't do that emotionally. We can't do that blindly. We can't be dumb. So in a legal battle, there's one thing that we need to do is win that, or protect ourselves in that. And that is one whole animal. And the relationship that we have after that, that begins at the split. That begins before the legal battle. But the relationship that you have with the mother of your kids is going to last a long time. And you need to understand how to navigate that. And the number one thing that you need to look at in that is you need to not piss her off. Do not give her reasons to build resentment and to hold on to that. And for lack of a better term, you need to learn how to take the high road. Now, here's the thing, is that we have these calls. I've had them for over 10 years of this community that's built up, and everybody knows each other and interacts. But man, on them, we have seen this played out so many times. And if you don't do that, and if you piss her off and make her mad, 2 years down the road, you're still going to be having problems with seeing your kid. You're still going to have problems that are not for the courts to solve, but cause a massive inconvenience for you and your children. You're still going to have problems of her being nitpicky at things or playing just stupid games that piss you off, that just haunt you forever. And in my case, I still had problems where, to the point of, after 5 years, she put me in jail. It was terrible. And then it cost a ton of money to defend that court-wise, to where it was pointless and it didn't help anybody. And so, yes, I get it. She may be crazy. Yes, I get it. You had a bad experience in the courts. Yes, I get it that your lawyer screwed you over. And these are all tools that Austin Men's Development has to help prevent now, because it's happened so much and we've seen it play out thousands of times. Like, we know what we're talking about. But you have to realize that to be strong as a man, when you do not see your children, or when something happens, that it's not enough to integrate the law into it. It's not enough to sue her back. It's not enough to pay thousands of dollars to an attorney just to get whatever's right. Is that it's your job to balance that. And it's very, very difficult. So one of the things that I want to tell you guys that's so important is, you got to get in a men's group. You have to. And you have to get into an experienced men's group. It doesn't have to be mine, but I'm going to tell you right now, mine is designed exactly for that. And mine is going to tell you a very different story than most stuff out there that works. And again, like I said, I referenced some of the other stuff. One of the things, my pet peeves, is I hate when people parrot back self-help of what it's supposed to be and concepts and these things, because a lot of times they're wrong, they're not tried and true, and they're not proven. And especially when it has to do with masculinity, and it's this over masculinized BS of like how to be alpha, or how to be confident, or how to will an abundance mentality, or that you went to the gym and hit your PR, so now you have confidence in your relationship. It doesn't work that way. I get it. You should go to the gym and hit your PR. You should do all those things, but you need to gain true confidence in all areas of your life. That means you have to challenge your relationships. That means you can fall in love. That means you can feel more. That means you can get yourself in certain situations where you're tested. And when you're tested and sometimes broken and put back together, that's where you learn the most. So, I mean, to be honest, I really don't trust many men who haven't had that experience. Like, if you're smarter or safer to make all the right decisions, you're really actually stupid in the long run, because you become this, 40-year-old man without life experience. In any case, this is something that's very important. And I want to invite all fathers to be a part of this community, to be able to do something with yourself, and to be able to, better yourself where you're at. Start with going to Austin Men's Development. That's the free Facebook group. You can download the free guides and so on. But if you really want to take it seriously, do something for $10, man. Start the Rebuild Challenge and really get to know what we're all about. All the links for all the good stuff is down below. Shoot me an email if you have any questions. It might take a while, because I'm getting a lot of them now as this group kind of builds and builds and builds and gets bigger. But this is what we do. We love working with community. We love working with guys like you, so long as that you're willing to put in the work. In any case, I'll talk to you guys soon. Hope you had a great Father's Day. And man, this is an amazing call.